Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 best songs featured in series finales.
I think I must have known them somewhere once before.
For this list, we'll be looking at series finales and the most memorable and fitting songs from those episodes. And a quick warning here, since the episodes discussed are all series finales, there will be spoilers. Which finale song will you always remember? Tell us in the comments. Number 10. Heaven by the Walkmen. How I Met Your Mother. While the love story that brought Ted Mosby together with the eventual mother of his children was epic, 9 seasons of How I Met Your Mother ended with him rekindling his relationship with Robin.
The man of the hour?
Yeah, you RSVP'd no.
I did. But someone pretty persuasive talked me into it.
The writers seem to be hinting at that as well, as they sent the show off with a song and one last grand happy cry-worthy Ted romantic gesture. As he rushes to Robin's apartment, eventually standing on the street with the blue French horn, Heaven by the Walkmen plays. It's a song whose lyrics seem to speak to what he and Robin had, and still have.
We'll work on that. Television, display, front door security.
And despite what fans may have thought, there's no denying this song works for this conclusion. Number 9. With or Without You by U2, The Americans. Set in the 1980s, The Americans tells the story of Elizabeth and Philip Jennings. To the outside world, they're a typical American family, with 2 kids, a suburban home, and their own travel agency.
Actually, I work in counterintelligence now.
Counterintelligence? That's against spies, right?
Exactly.
Have to make sure I don't do any spying around here.
Oh, you better not. Especially for those Russians.
But they're actually Russian spies embedded in America. The show used period music throughout its run, so the use of U2's With or Without You in the series finale wasn't out of the ordinary.
See the stone set in your eyes. See the thorn twist in your side.
However, in this case, the song spoke to more than just an era. The lyrics of the iconic 80s track also got to the heart of the scene as Elizabeth and Philip left their son behind on their journey back to Russia, and then watched as their daughter got off the train to stay behind as well. Number 8. You Got the Love, Now Voyager Mix by The Source, featuring Candy Staton. Sex and the City. After years of searching and all the ups and downs, it looked like each of the women on Sex and the City had found the love they needed.
Real love. Ridiculous, inconvenient, consuming, can't live without each other love.
With the men in their lives, themselves, and maybe most importantly each other.
Today I had a thought. What if I had never met you?
After all they'd been through, the one thing they always had was their friendship, making You Got the Love a fitting send-off to the next chapter in their lives.
Later that day, I got to thinking about relationships.
Especially as they walk out of the restaurant together as the lyrics, You've got the love, I need to see me through, echo over the scene.
Well, that's just fabulous.
You got the love. You got the love.
Number 7. End of the Line by Travelling Wilburys. Parks and Recreation. The final season of Parks and Recreation aired in 2015, but jumped ahead a couple years, taking place in 2017.
And obviously everyone's in a really great mood now because of the Cubs winning the series.
And in the final episode of the series, we jump ahead even further, getting glimpses of characters in 2022, 2025, 2035, and 2048. But in the final scene of the final show, we come back to 2017, as the gang fix a swing and take a group photo.
Get on with it. I can't hold this smile forever. I look ridiculous.
And as we get to the end of the line for the show and for the characters in this chapter of their lives, End of the Line by the Travelling Wilburys takes us out.
You ready, babe?
Yes. I'm ready.
A catchy song and a fitting sentiment.
Well, it's alright, as long as you lend a hand.
Number 6. All the Faces by Creed Bratton. The Office. The finale episode of The Office ends with the gang sitting around the Dunder Mifflin office all together one last time. The scene has a very around the campfire vibe to it, with couples hugging and someone playing the guitar.
I saw a friend today, it had been a while.
That someone being Creed, who plays an original song he wrote called All the Faces. Or maybe it was written by William Charles Schneider.
All the faces that I know have that same familiar glow.
Either way, it's a great acoustic song that plays perfectly with the reminiscing, flashbacks, and all of the happy crying going on, cast and audience alike.
No matter how you get there or where you end up, human beings have this miraculous gift to make that place home.
Number 5. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony from Hilltop TV ad, Mad Men.
I just wanted to say that I'm very happy for you. And everyone's gonna miss you. Who doesn't hate you for getting that big job?
Hell, you're doing fine. Keep it up, you'll be a creative director by 1980.
It's only fitting that a show centered on the world of a Madison Avenue advertising agency from 1960 to 1970 would end with one of the most iconic commercial songs of all time. The series finale finds our hero, Don Draper, at a spiritual retreat, meditating and working through his issues.
That's right. Just walk around the room. No aiming. No purpose. Other than to move your legs.
He eventually confesses to all his sins, and as the episode ends, Draper sits in meditation. And with a new, clear-headed mindfulness, we see a smile appear on his face as inspiration strikes, leading into the famous Buy the World a Coke commercial from 1971.
I'd like to buy the world a Coke and keep it company. It's the real thing. Coke is what the world wants today.
Number 4. Life is a Song by Patrick Park, The OC. As many shows do, The OC ended up with a montage of moments showing us what happened to the main characters going forward.
You say life is a dream where we can't say what we mean.
College, a wedding, careers, it's all there.
Yeah, I'm just leaving the site now. Everything looks good. We're on schedule to meet our target date. Thank you.
But finding a song to perfectly encapsulate it all isn't always easy. However, whoever was in charge of selecting the song that would send off Seth, Sandy, Ryan, Kirsten, and Summer did a great job. Life is a Song by Patrick Park speaks to life and moving forward.
There's no town where we'll be in a day or in
X
a
equals
week.
24.
And as we fade to black, the thoughtful lyrics always forget how strange it is just to be alive at all ring true in our ears.
Need help?
And then we wait for it to fall. Always forget how strange it is just to be alive at all.
Number 3. Breathe Me by Sia, 6 Feet Under. While many shows end by giving us a look at where the characters end up a few years in the future, 6 Feet Under takes this idea to its inevitable conclusion.
To Nate.
To Nate.
To Nate.
To Nate.
Every episode of 6 Feet Under began with a death. And so, to close out the story of the Fisher family, as Claire heads off to begin her life in a new city, we flash forward, witnessing key moments and the death of each of the main characters. Rolling Stone magazine called Breathe Me by Sia delicate and haunting. It's an apt description and was exactly the tone needed for this final, unforgettable montage. Number 2. Don't Stop Believin' by Journey, The Sopranos. Journey's Don't Stop Believin' was a top 10 hit back in 1981, but in 2007, the song saw a huge uptick in popularity and digital downloads.
Just a small town girl.
Hey.
Living in a lonely world.
What happened to reinvigorate the song with the public over 25 years after its initial release? 2 words: The Sopranos. It was on June 10th, 2007 that the show about a New Jersey mafia boss aired its final episode, which includes one of the most talked about and controversial endings in the history of television.
Meds come in separately. She had to go to the doctor. Switch birth control.
As Tony Soprano waits for his family to show up for dinner, he drops in some change and selects Don't Stop Believin' from the jukebox at the table. The song plays as people arrive and then as his daughter walks in. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Ripple by Grateful Dead, Freaks and Geeks. This tune ends the show as Lindsay sneaks off to go to Grateful Dead's concerts.
Reach out your hand if your cup be empty.
I've Got Dreams to Remember by Otis Redding, The Leftovers, A Dance to Remember.
Want to be with you, but you were so far away.
If I Go, I'm Going by Gregory Alan Isakov, The Haunting of Hill House. This beautiful song is the backdrop to the fear, the love, and the family.
If I go, I'm going crazy.
And those who walk there
Let my darling take me
walk together.
Way Down in the Hole by the Blind Boys of Alabama, The Wire. The version from season 1 plays over the series' ending montage.
You gotta keep the devil way down in the hole.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Baby Blue by Badfinger, Breaking Bad. Baby Blue is a love song written by the lead singer of Badfinger for a woman he met and dated during one of their tours of the United States. It may seem like an odd fit to have a love song be the final sounds of a television series about a high school teacher turned meth kingpin,
Guess I got what I deserve.
but as Thomas Golovich, the music supervisor on Breaking Bad, told Rolling Stone, this is a love affair story of Walt and his love of science. Although when the show creator Vince Gilligan first picked the track to end the series, even Golovich wasn't convinced.
Didn't know you'd think that I'd forget.
They tried pitching other Blue songs, a reference to Walter White's Blue Meth, but Gilligan stuck to his guns and, of course, he was right.
Special love I have for you. My baby blue.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.